Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, Lady Sakura, and Mr. Sax. Now, we've made 2 of 3 deliveries for him. The next thing he wants us to do is to head all the way up to Abbott Horizon there. But we do have to think about what we want to do in terms of getting there. So I think we probably need to head over here and then up to Astable, because we will get some supplies there, which we desperately need. Then we could maybe head to Nuncio, and from there I think maybe go to Polythreme, then Port Palmerston, Abbott Horizon, and then start making our way back to London that way. Because if we don't get some more supplies, we're not going to make it up there and back to London. So that's the plan for now. We'll see how successful it is overall. So here we are. Knock knock. A crewman steps into your cabin. His uniform is one of your issue, though the face rings no bells. They do blend together after a while. This, however, does not look like a chap who swabs decks or loads cannons. Begging your pardon, Captain. Permit me to introduce myself. Gervais, at your service, at least while the poor fellow tied up behind the galley remains regrettably indisposed. Might I trouble you for a brief moment of your time before my escort to the brig? Okay, let's hear him out. A message from London. My gracious employer has grave concerns about your guests down in the hold, Captain, and the course to which you are now committed. Blood will spill before this voyage is over, but it needn't be yours. Gervais produces a small vial, crystal. The blood is red, redder than normal blood, almost glowing with vitality. Here's a more bitter vintage. When the time comes, I urge you to choose wisely. A favour from on high is rarely a poor investment. Okay, so we now have a choice. Okay, interesting. Can we actually use it now? No, we can't. Okay, so let's wait for the time to come, and then we shall make our choice then. And right now, our choice is to run. Go, 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 run, 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 run. Oh, okay, 4 damage. Could have been a lot worse. And maybe it's going to get a lot worse, but we're still going to run, run, run. Okay. Yeah, look, it's way faster than we are. Yep, doing damage to us. So in terms of its attacks, it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it's the fact that it can do a lot of attacks against us. But it has peeled away. But we do then have that shark, so we're going to continue pushing ourselves. Look at how far that went. But we need to push ourselves. Okay, so we must have tipped over in a terror. Okay, so let's get in here nice and quickly. Okay, so is the idea of crossing Mr. Sax an actually good idea? Because he did say that someone tried to poison him before and it didn't turn into okay, the Shellinate. We don't want shore leave, but it's a high risk challenge, so we don't. Pilot report. Okay. Then what did we need for this? I can actually do it. No, we don't hit the hunting club. Okay, so off we go. Okay, so we're gonna go through some new waters for us at least. There's something underwater, some distance to the northwest. Okay, so when we decide to do the submariner thing, that will be interesting. We have entered the fog bank. Yep, good. We discovered, we discovered a horrible lawn fleet, which we're going to run away from. Okay, so hopefully taking a bit of a circuitous route will keep us away from him. I'm going to keep on with the, yeah, definitely keep going as fast as we can, because he's going to do a lot of damage to us if he decides he wants to take care of us. And I'm going to keep up the pace as well, because right now the well, actually no, because we seem to have gotten away from him, and the there. Okay, so let's start going this way. We should be able to make it to the port with the supplies we have left, and then it's once we get to Aestival, then it's going to be more about managing our fuel to be able to get to Mount Parmesan, where we can buy more fuel. Okay, so yeah, I want to keep going a bit more this way. I'm going to stand at the Z-Bat because you never know. Yep, and apparently we will never know because we're not spotting anything. One more time. Okay. Let's see. The cruising beast of winter towers above you on the snow-drowned street, with sack open wide to receive your offering. I will take all you can give. I will take everything you have. I will take more. Mr. Sachs, take my best guard. No longer strict. You can work once. Okay. Unlocked with sacks of snow. It's your presence. Okay. Okay, let's do that. A lost averted. Mr. Sachs is silent for a moment. May you experience all the generosity that you reserved it in tone, stepping into the darkness and taking the light, and all memory of light with it. You wake up in a cold sweat, fumbling to light the lantern beside your bed. Just a nightmare, but one that leaves behind the sixth sense of something barely averted. Okay, so that's basically a warning that we have to do Mr. Sachs breathing very soon, or we're in a lot of trouble. So, Abbott Horizon, here we come. Yeah, we're just about gonna make it here to get some new very welcome supplies. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment and fades. Okay, come on. We're almost at Aestival. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, and then from there, so we look at, we've traveled that much, and then we got to travel certainly more than that again to get the Abbott Horizon, which I'm a bit worried about because you know, maybe it's going to be too much of a wait for Mr. Sachs. And then he's just going to completely screw us over. But it was our choice to welcome on board in the first place. Okay, so Aestival, gather some supplies, 9 supplies, pile a port to port, and then let's leave. Okay, so we'll skip Fallon King's Hold. So Nuncio, then maybe Polythreme, Mount Parmesan, and then the Abbott Horizon, I think, is the way we're going to go. so that island there, thinking of where we're going, yeah, it's going to be best to go to the east and north of that. But I'm really worried about whether we're going to get there in time or not. Especially when even looking at how far Nuncio is away. But we can only do what we can do. The Azaquatic Abyss. Okay, we discovered a Lorn Fluke. In which direction? Because I do not want to. There's where the Lorn Fluke is. Well, we're going to run. He's definitely going to do some damage to us. There we go. There's some damage. Set us on fire. Okay. And roused at midnight. Let's see. Distribute an extra rum ration. Yeah, we'll do that. We lose fire terror. We lost one supply, and we lost one equipment. And we're just going to run from Mr. Lorn Fluke. Okay. Not doing a huge amount of damage, but it's just the kind of constant damage that he can put out is the problem. The Promised Sea, all through this place, the Song of the Drownies, nice shivering sweat along the wind. Okay, so we're almost at the point where we can, let's get kind of level with this Think Knottle Vortex, and then I think the Lorn Fluke will be far enough away. So it's interesting if you remember kind of from earlier, you know, a lot earlier in our voyages, that we on what's the name, Hunter's Keep, you find a Lorn Fluke, a dead Lorn Fluke, washed up on the shore. It's kind of interesting, you know, to see them now, the live ones, and see how dangerous they are, and then just realize what a magnificent creature had been found. Okay, so here, let's do that. Okay, let's explore on the beach. Let's rescue a parcel and just see what we get. And go back to the docks. I think that's all we'll do, is we need to, we really are on the clock here. So the next place we're going to go to is Polythreum. Okay, and then it's going to be Mount Parson after that. So it's whether we can make it there with what we've actually got available. Two fuel and six supplies doesn't seem like a lot, does it? But we've got to try. Okay, so we're angling. Okay, right now. Okay, so sticking close to the lighthouse should be good for us, and we're discovering places as well, because obviously we're going through an area that we haven't sailed through before. So there's Skylar's End there. So obviously someone named Skylar came a cropper on that rock, and then someone decided, oh, let's put a lighthouse on it. Okay, so there we Garrett's Scalpel. Okay, so That's definitely not somewhere where you want to be tangling with, because obviously with a name like that, it has the ability probably to tear your ship apart. Okay, we have to offer a broadside to them to start. Oh no, Mr. Sachs, go away. Mr. Sachs takes my wealth, Mr. Sachs takes my warmth, Mr. Sachs takes my crew. 2 crew, yeah, Mr. Sachs takes my crew. An offering's made, they line up dead-eyed in the snow, too distant beat they march, one by one into the sack, one by one their heads turn to face you and then away. The beast pulls the drawstring tight, more, it demands more. A knock on the door wakes you, you rise with a fever, head still pounding from a half-remembered drumbeat. The crewman outside brings troubling news. What? How did this happen? How many? We closed the door. A coincidence, surely. Just a coincidence. So we lost 1 crew. You gained 1 sack of snow. Okay. So he hit us once. But hopefully that's going to help us. Okay. It helped us at least to there. He's definitely going to hit us 1 more time, because we're going to have to angle this way. So as we change here, he's going to be able to shoot us once. Yeah. But then we'll get around this little area here, and then that should make it pretty difficult for him, I hope. Okay, and then we're not too far away from Polythreme. An old friend, I was hoping I could do more. Just keep her company. Okay, so she's back. Okay, they hit us again. We do not want any more hits from those guys. Okay, so into Polythreme we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's see. An old friend, I was hoping I could do more than just keep you company, she remarks. I do have a little medical training. What are you doing here? You never came aboard. Into the air. You snap awake, no one is here, only the lamp swings as if the cabin door has just closed, or perhaps as if a passing beast has rocked the ship. We lose 1 terror. Okay, that's nice. Now, Polythreme. Let's gather intelligence. Okay, do some shore leave. Let's see what shops we have. We could buy weir clay. Don't really need that at the moment. Shipyard. Not really anything we can do there. So back to the story stuff. Okay, carry claim into London, we'll do that. I don't think we need to grant surely, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do. So let's do that. It's only 30 echoes. And then now we need to get the Mount Parmesan. So let's set off and get there, and just hope that that guy doesn't come back. Okay, and again, I think although we are kind of short on fuel, I think we have to go. That old fury, Azela has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades to the deck, she cries. He is angry. Oh, he is angry. Shoot her dead. It's the only safe thing to do. Okay, it's 93% chance, 15% chance, 23% chance. Shoot her dead. A bitter end. Okay, we lost 2 crew. Not good. Because Mr. Sachs is going to take some of our crew as well. But it does mean that at least we don't need as many supplies. We still need supplies, but not as many. Okay, so Desperate measures. Okay, so that's going to take 2 supplies. This will take 1. No luck. Okay. No luck. And then we've got our 1 supply. Or our 1 fuel, should I say. Okay, but we may have to reload from the last port, because that was really unlucky. But at least we can get to Mount Palmerston now, hopefully. Because otherwise we're going to be dead in the water. But we do have 2 flares for such an occasion. Going past the Tides of Appetite, probably shouldn't mention the name of that to our hungry crew when we're running low on supplies. Maybe we'll just tell them, yeah, we're going by the tides of everybody's really full and doesn't need to eat anything. Sure, they believe that. We are going to get there in time to buy our fuel. But then we're not going to have much in the way of stuff to eat, are we? Far off, very far off, someone screams. I think there's probably a few screams happening on the ship as well. We've got our terror up. Yeah, look at this. Let's place a guard. That's all we can do. Lose 1 crew. We couldn't afford to use the supply for that. Let's get there. Let's get this Mr. Sachs done and dusted. So close to finishing this quest. Okay, still need to go north. Brimstone on the wind, nice. And I want to see the island. Mutiny, fear and despair has destroyed the loyalty of your crew. Half of those who remain have taken arms against you. Okay, let's attempt to win them round. 70% chance. 8. A final betrayal. Okay, so we do have to reload from the last port. So let's load our autosave and just hope that we get better results this time. Okay. So let's go for shore leave. Use 1 terror, more shore leave, and a bit more shore leave. Okay, and a final. Okay, hopefully that's going to be enough to make it so that we can head on off. And now let's try this desperate measures again. Okay, so there we go. So much luckier that time. We got the 1 fuel that should get us there. We know Mr. Sachs is probably going to turn up and take some of our crew anyway. Because hey, he's Mr. Sachs. He can do what he wants. Okay, I want to check. Okay, so a little bit this way. Okay, that's almost a direct line. So because of you know, the unfortunate demise there, it will be a little bit longer on this episode, but hopefully it will be successful this time. Our fuel reserves are empty. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, we need to run. So they will definitely hit us at least once, and then it's going to be about how many times they hit us after that. I think maybe they haven't seen us because of the fog bank. That would be nice if we're true, but we have burned a lot of our fuel getting away from them, unfortunately, and so much so that we're going to have to try this again. So fingers crossed. Yes, fortunate again. That was very lucky. Still only 2 supplies left. Wow, poor Parmesan. It just feels so far away. No matter how much we progress towards it, it always seems just too far out of reach. Oh, my mouth is going to get me in trouble here as well, because I'm going to say that we've been very lucky with the random events so far. So yeah, watch the space for something bad to happen now. Parmesan reach. Okay, this is as far as we got last time, and then they mutinied. You gits better not mutiny this time. Making it there, we're making it. Oh, fuel is getting low. Fuel is getting very low. We're gonna run out of fuel any second now. We're in sight of the destination. Okay, so it's gotta be desperate measures. So this has to work or we are screwed. And it did work. So on we go. But we are about to be out of supplies as well. And we really don't want to be eating our own crew. But maybe... okay, well, we have to let him go. Nothing else we can do. Unfortunately, it doesn't save us in terms of supplies, because 7 crew, I believe, eat as much as 8 crew. It kind of goes in 2s. Okay, so dock away and some shops. Buy some fuel. Hang on, and we can buy supplies. Oh, thank God. Okay, so supplies, thank you. And then fuel. So the fuel is really good to buy there. It's very cheap. The supplies is a little bit more expensive than London, but still it's okay. Now look at our hold. So in our hold we got 9 slots. So maybe I overdid it a little on that, but we should be okay to go to the salt lines. But next time we shall finish the quest line with Mr. Sachs, and hopefully we'll survive his visit on our ship. But that's it for now, and as always, I really do hope you're enjoying the series and you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please consider hitting the like button and sharing with either with your friends or on your favorite social media, because it's a huge help for someone like me if even one person is that. But for now, that's it for me, and I really hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.